Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Angels, werewolves, bats, beings of light, and beings of dark as well. Okay. Sorry for my video to be kind of dark like this. I try to lighten it up, but I don't know how to. But you're just going to have to deal, because this is the real knowledge. And later on in the future, I might just update, fix my camera or some shit right now. Right now, I just want to get a message out there for y'all who basically want to know the truth about, why black men are actually going towards lighter chicks, okay? You got to understand this concept, okay? I'm going to try to make it under 10 minutes, okay? I don't want to run my mouth and shit. I want to try to get to the point, okay? If you don't like my cursing, you don't like my swearing, then get the hell off my goddamn page, you know what I'm saying? You sensitive ass motherfucker. Okay, but I'm just going to say, basically, you got black men out here who's making rap stars. This video is going to be about why black men are going towards, lighter chicks. And I have my own experiences firsthand. I wouldn't allow my dick on my balls. I know what teabagging is, and I know what menage a trois are, okay? So I'm going to make it very clear for you so you can understand the concept of black and white, okay? Okay. Blacks tend to have a lot of ego, so they are not likely to dislike their own color at all. Actually, it's like the most erotic color you can ever be. You get the most attraction. Everyone loves a black chocolate colored fudge motherfucker. They do, okay? So if you walk down the street, you don't really see it that much. So the darker you go, the more likely you're going to get some eyes, okay? From all of the hoes I've ever talked to, all of the dykes I've talked to, they love some chocolate. They love some chocolate, man. They ain't playing around. If they can get their ass to bounce on it, they will bounce on it. I know a lot of chocolate girls that I love that got bounced on and shit. Went up to them and shit. But there's a little trick there. I'm going to tell you about them, okay? So anybody, 90% of people who are of color or the darker color races have no kind of problems with them hating themselves. They don't have it. There's too much ego going on. If you go into the hood, you can listen to rap songs. This is just common sense. You talk to a black man in the street, he's smoking some weed, and he's waiting for some pussy. Pussy, money, weed. You know about that, okay? So there ain't no such thing as black men hating themselves, or deep down inside they don't like the way they look, because they get pussy. They don't have no problems with that. That's on a lighter colored side. But I have done some research, and I have found a few small, like 10% of blacks who don't like their appearance. So maybe those other videos are right when they talk about those 10% of blacks who don't like their appearance, you know what I'm saying? They don't like their own skin color, so they try to bleach it and shit like that. That shit happens. It just happens. Because they just have a problem, complex with themselves. Probably they're not that attractive, okay? Probably they know that a lot of people look at the darker skin race as a very attractive race and they don't like it, okay? Or they don't want to be referred to as a lower-minded race, okay? Because that's what African-Americans are usually referred to, okay, as, okay? Common sensely. I was born and raised around African-Americans. And all they had is ego. They didn't want to learn no knowledge, okay? So a long story short, okay, this video might be 5 minutes, but that's just common sense. And ain't no blacks hating up on themselves, okay? They don't like themselves or anything like that. That's not happening, okay? That's not gonna fly, okay? So when a black man chooses a lighter skinned chick, that's a man who probably already went through the whole realm of black women, okay? All right? Okay, you hear me? If there are black men out there I've spoken to, and they said they're tired of black sisters. They're going towards the light side. I had my menage a trois with light skinned chicks and dark skinned chicks, and I realized there's a difference between both of them. There's a difference between both of them. The black skin chicks are raunchier, okay? They got a little, we call it swag, okay? You know what I'm saying? And swag is like a personification where they think they look all that in a bag of chips, but they ain't, okay? Now, if you go into the lower parts of the hood, then you'll find the garbage ones. But you come up a little bit to the middle class, then they like to show a little belly button with a diamond on it or some shit like that, But overall, if you keep it sweet and keep it simple, okay? Blacks don't have problems with their ego, okay, or pride, or even with their appearances, okay? Because most people prefer, to date darker skinned people in general, black or white. They both will gravitate towards the darker skin because you can see the eroticness and melatonin in their skin. It's just erotic. You cannot deny it. But there are those 10% that will like, I don't like my own race for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Maybe they don't like the tension. I don't know. Something's going on in their head or some shit, okay? Now, the real reason why black men go towards these lighter skinned chicks, because I got my lady's a little lighter than me. She's from Ethiopia and shit. Because I've talked to Jamaican girls, Brazilian women. I talked to all sorts of them. And I don't lie on my balls, okay? And the darker ones tend to have a personification of ego and attitude. Okay, the word attitude is a big thing when it comes to a black woman. Okay, you know, this is the main things that destroy a black woman. Because every time I talk to a white woman, they fast. They're fast. They're very nice and very. I understand the program called Snap. You know, white woman will kill your ass faster than the black woman. Okay, seriously, that's some serious shit right there. So don't mess with the emotions of a white woman compared to a black woman. Okay. Because I'm not a fighter. I ain't trying to fight no black woman. I usually try to love her. I even try to say, hey, you know, I'd rather be your goddamn second boyfriend or something like that. I don't want to be your main boyfriend. I know what you got to deal with. Most black men, including thugs, ruffians, or we can call them Negroes or whatever you want to call them, black, Afro, niggerettes or whatever, they would choose black men over a lighter skinned chick, okay? But other than that, if it's just sex appeal, then it's mostly black. Now, if they want to mature themselves, they want to settle down with someone, they're not going to settle for no black chick. They're not going to settle down with some riffraff and some attitude, some bullshit coming back and forth. This is the black women who have these personifications, you know, those personalities, this attitude, okay? Because they think they're all that in a bag of chips. Remember, all that in a bag of chips is on the black side, okay? Because they usually have the bombastic asses, okay? They're the ones who get the Brazilian butt text, butt injection cheeks and shit like that. They do that type of shit to keep themselves provocative, okay? To keep themselves. A lot of white women learn from black women, okay? So we got that. That's a fact right there. A lot of white women learn from black women, okay? They try to make themselves more appealing. I see white women getting booties and shit, and you got braids in their hair, and they're getting this eyeliner. Oh. And you know the advertisement of black women are not advertised, or black men is not advertised in China nor in Russia. You won't even see it because it's too provocative. And a lot of white people tend to have this thing, the subconscious thing saying it's forbidden to sleep with other race. And that's genetics. That's another story there. But what I'm saying to you is the reason why black men will go date a white chick is because they've already had experience with a lot of black chicks and they don't have to deal with it. They rather settle down with a white chick who's pretty nice. Or you have intelligent brothers like myself. I'm mixed breed. As though I'm more black than white, okay? I prefer like in the middle. I don't want them to be too white and I don't prefer them to be black, okay? Okay, so you got to understand the more darker you go, okay, the more attitude or swag you tend to run into. Let's keep it simple. Keep it simple and sweet. And also, you get more diseases because you already know African-American women have the highest level, one of the highest levels of AIDS, okay, and highest diseases. I've been down there many times. I put my nose to it and I just reject them. I don't put my tongue in nothing like that. But that's a fact, okay? The white women are easy for me. I'm not attracted to them, okay? And so I will prefer this with someone who's just on that margin of brown skin, not white and not truly black, okay? Because there are genetic things that you have to understand and study before you actually put yourself out there, okay? So that's the main reason why black men actually choose white women. I told you, they're either educated and they already did the study and research and everything. They don't feel like dealing with the black chicks. They don't deal with it. They watch them on TV. They see how they act. Those reality shows, you know what I'm saying? And they just go towards white women. They just completely docile, especially how white men go over to Russia. Oh my goodness, millions, thousands. I don't know if it's millions, but thousands upon thousands of white men spend money over there, go to Russia. They speak some very fluent English, but they don't understand. They can get killed up like Snap, the Snap program, you know, the Snap TV show that comes on TV. But thank you very much for listening to my video. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. You know, white people are a little bit much different from black people. And then you got those in-between races and all that other bullshit. But I'm saying if you're more black, you have an attitude problem, okay? For a female, okay? Or ego problem. You think you're all that in the bag of chips. If you're more white, then you're a little more docile. You're more nicer. You have more respect. You're a little more softer. This is what black men love, okay? And then 9 times out of 10, the white woman can cook. Because I've been cooked for many times. They're like, yo, you cooking this? I have not had too many black sisters who can cook. I've met a few black sisters who can cook, but not as much as white women. But thank you very much for listening to my goddamn video. And understand that black men don't have a problem with themselves. And in most occasions. And black sisters. They don't have problems with their ego and shit. They know they're beautiful, okay? So that's a lie, okay? If you ever hear that. That's like 10%. Yeah, it does happen. I've seen it, okay? But not overall, okay? Thank you very much for listening to my videos, brothers and sisters of light and dark. You know, check out my other videos. I am kind of crazy, though. I'm explicit as well. Peace. This is under fucking 10 minutes. Okay. Peace. Peace.